I'm Jack Campbell. This summer I've set myself the challenge of climbing all 282 mountains in Scotland because I've got a huge passion for the outdoors and I might even have a shot at the world record. For as long as I can remember, we used to spend Sundays and Saturdays walking in the countryside and climbing mountains. Dad's been a huge influence in my life and he has a passion for the outdoors which he's definitely passed on to me. I was in the British Army for 5 years with the Household Cavalry and had a fantastic time, but I'm at a stage in my life now where I want a bigger challenge. So this is my trusty van. As you can tell from the colour, it used to be an AA van. I've spent months converting it into what's going to be my home for the duration of the trip. It's got a bed, it's got a fridge, it's got a cooker, but most importantly, it's got a hard roof to keep the Scottish rain off me. During the trip, I'm going to be using my iPhone to take photographs and do video blogs so people can see how I'm getting on. I'm also going to be using my GPS to monitor my exact position so people can log on at any time of day and see exactly where I am. The weather on the Scottish mountains can change in a flash, from going from a hot summer's day to being snowing, torrential rain. So you've got to have the right kit and equipment. Waterproof clothing, bedding. I'm going to be sleeping on the mountain a lot as well, so it's important that I'm comfortable but also safe throughout the trip. So boots are very important. Huge amount of walking, a lot of stress on your feet. If you don't have the right equipment, you're going to have an injury and I won't be able to finish the trip. Although it looks like complete chaos in here, there's everything I need to keep me going throughout the duration of this trip. However, the one thing I couldn't do the trip without is my great uncle's rucksack, who was a prisoner of war in Burma and travelled all over the world with this rucksack, so it's a great reminder of him for me. And Munro's a mountain in Scotland over 3,000 feet above sea level. There's 282 of them, which is a big enough number to attract people to try and complete them. However, most people try and do it over a lifetime. I aim to do it in a few weeks. There's going to be absolutely nowhere for me to hide during this trip. With GoPro cameras everywhere, I've got a personal camera for a video diary, and I'm also going to have a film crew which will be following me on every step of the trip. I've climbed a lot of Munros in my life, mainly as a child with my father. Ben Nevis, the biggest mountain in Britain, I've climbed that. However, on this trip, the Red Peak on Skye is the only mountain you need a rope and technical ability to climb, so it will definitely be my biggest challenge. One of the things I'm looking forward to the most about the trip is the people I'll meet. The wilderness of Scotland is home to some amazing people and some very eccentric characters, and I'm really looking forward to sharing my trip with them along the way. Having spent 5 years with the Household Cavalry, I was really passionate about giving something back, so I'm hoping to raise money to give something to the injured soldiers and men of the regiment that I spent such a long time with. I think the biggest challenge I'm going to find with this trip is being on my own for such a long time, and especially being in such a remote, wild environment. That's really going to be something I've not experienced before. The main thing I want to gain from doing this is just to show people that you can set yourself challenges in life, no matter how big or small they are, and if you just go for it and give it everything you've got, you will succeed eventually.